All right. In any event, so last week you we're bringing the head south, the head of Thumar Odos, and you had to trickily make your way. I think somebody Gronk used a spell to move the rocks out of the way. Used animate objects.
That was
Is that
sweet.
right?
Yeah, just just kind of shuffle them aside.
Yeah, it was the first use of the. Yeah,
I would have never
cool,
thought.
Because I think it was the first time we ever used that spell, or anybody ever used that spell. So, yep. So that helped you make your way, and Pryderi the druid took her leave of everybody, and you also have with you the Cup of Caladeus, and you have a certain floating magic user. Oh, the Great, he now calls himself. He's very interested in the Cup of Caladeus because he says he needs it to help a friend of his back home who's a great hero on his world. However, the cup has great restorative powers, but the water that gets put into it has to be pure water untouched by man and man's wickedness. So, you said that you wanted to bring him along and see if he would prove his value. He did seem to try to help lasso a Yeti last week with poor results, but he made the attempt, just to let you know. And you had said you would help him eventually return to his world. Now, whether you bring the cup or whether you decide to go along, I think Belvaro was for going along. So you do the cup with you, and you were heading south. So I don't know if you're going to stop in and see the giants, King Baranek and his people, or if you're going to head straight to the Dwarven city with Queen Berna. And
I'd like to stop at
the page here.
I'd like to stop to see the giants, unless anybody else has doesn't want to.
Yeah, I'm fine either way.
Yeah, I no longer have a quest, so I will go and find.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ditto. I think Gronk would love to see some giants.
Well,
and you also, where you are now,
we've proved to the giants that it wasn't the dwarves that was causing all this. It was this Thumar Odos. So we need to take the head to the giants to show them, and then take it to the dwarves and show them, and get everybody talking again.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is our mission.
Okay. And on your way back, you fought off some mercenaries and a mage, Osnar, who seemed to disappear. And there was a generous old traveler who gave you folks some. I know Cassie got her sword back, and some of the other people asked for different mundane items. Rascalfoot got a bow and arrow, I believe, right?
Yes.
He was such a cheerful fellow.
Yes, he was quite generous, and he was on his way home from some big annual trip that he takes. And since it had been a couple of weeks, he and his friend, maybe they stopped off for drinking for a while. You're not sure. And the mercenaries also, they didn't seem random. It seemed like they had singled you out as a group, that they were captured to hire they were hired rather to capture a certain bard by the name of Glabrus, although he no longer travels with you. And we have the fellow up top. Was he with a whole person spell? I know the two down the bottom are trapped in a wall of fire, a burning ring of fire at that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't think so. We usually
specifically what
mark
happened
them
to
with
the
a
fellow up
dot or
top.
something. Usually.
Yeah. Well, he's
The wall of
captured in
stone?
any event.
Maybe.
The one that's in the box,
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that the blade barrier? Maybe.
that's the web.
Ah.
Web,
David did a
okay.
web, and one of them got away. I think both of the beasties, the Yetis, got away.
No, one did and one's dead.
Okay.
The one with the big X there is dead. I should ping everybody too, especially if Chris is
One
filming
ping
or
only.
whatever. One ping per person.
Yeah, the blue box is a web that Tolan did, and I know one of them. I think one of them got away, but then I think somebody shot him with an arrow, maybe.
I think so, but he did get away. He wasn't dead.
Oh yeah. Tolan did
Okay,
magic.
so that's where we are.
He still made it away. Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
So you have some prisoners, and I have some notes. So we're ready to roll.
And the guys that are in the ring of fire have dropped their weapons.
Yes, they did, because they're not. They're mercenaries. They're not stupid.
Well, do we have need to do anything, or just leave them there, perhaps? They are hired to do a task, and the person they're looking for is not here. I see no reason for conflict.
Well, they said that Osnard hired them to get the bard.
Mhm.
They didn't say why.
Maybe they're just real hardcore fans.
Stalkers.
Yeah.
Well, we can question them, I suppose, then.
Glaberons?
So,
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a word, to describe a fan of Glaberus.
well, Rascalfoot's taking a bit of damage from these guys. He's not that keen on leaving, leaving them behind, and maybe
armed.
yeah. So maybe we can do that. It's just, well, these guys are trapped in what? What are these guys in the
That's
orange?
a wall of fire.
Yeah. Okay. And this guy
He's webbed.
he's webbed. Yeah, I don't want to get involved in that. Yeah, maybe we just take off and leave them, but he's a little disgruntled.
So, to question them or not?
Well, we'd have to. Oh, sorry, I keep hitting that button. Well, I guess we can question this guy that's webbed.
If they pose any threat, they shall face Eld.
Yeah. Or do you think we should just get going to the Giants?
Well,
I do.
we can at least give him a message.
And I have no idea what's going on, so I'll leave it up to you.
What message do you want to leave them?
Well, two things. Never come after us again or you will die. And two, the bard they seek has left this plane.
Friar, you've taken a dark turn since last we traveled.
I've lost my patience.
Yeah.
I used to think everyone could be saved. Now I'll just pick and choose.
We've seen things, Velvaro.
Well, so what say we? Are we questioning these villains, or?
I don't know if we'll get anything out of them.
Yeah, and if they're not really are part of our major focus, maybe we should just get going before more problems happen with the Giants and the dwarves.
It'll be a little while before the wall of fire burns out.
Yeah, they won't be bugging us.
Okay, cool. As long as we get out of here.
Oh.
Indeed.
Fire. Oh, 1 round per level. So it'll last 16 minutes, and we've already ran it through a couple of rounds. So it won't be too long before it's done.
Yeah.
Can we I don't know. I just want these guys coming after us.
Oh, let them. It'll be fun.
Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Gronk. If these guys come after us, then I will hide in the shadows and slay them.
I yelled through the flames at them. If you wish to discuss this matter further, we're going to the Giants, I believe. So you follow us.
Does he do this all the time?
It's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we'll just leave them. They can go where they want. That's our version of mercy.
Yeah.
But you'll be granted mercy only once in your life.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then Death's Whisper will find you. Yeah.
What my less attractive friend says.
So I guess
Yeah, we'll leave them behind then.
we'll get going.
So you're gonna just give them this message before you go,
Mhm.
or you're just leaving them and saying goodbye.
No, we'll give them the message and tell them. I mean, I'd be happy to tell them that Glaberus is no longer in this realm.
Yeah.
He went home. So tell your master if they're looking for Glaberus, he has to go back home.
And
But if our-
Velvaro did say that through the flames, that if you wish to discuss this further, we're heading towards the giants. So
So there-
Well, and if we cross paths with them again, that'll be it.
All right.
Yeah.
all right, so
Mercy
onward then.
once.
All right. Well, they grumble a bit, and how soon will these spells wear off? We don't want to starve in here.
Well,
Oh, I don't think you'll have a problem with that.
Time teaches everything. And I walk off.
Well, we know it's going to end quickly, so we could just like ask them for money and then say, okay, sure, now we're going to end it.
that's not the way. Well, yeah, I like that, but I know Velvaro. From what I've gleaned of his personality, I think he's too.
All right. Okay. Then let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's skedaddle.
Let's make some trail.
Onward.
Okay. All right. So it looks like I got to move you folks. Velvar, you're going the wrong way.
Yeah. I don't know where I'm
You're
going.
heading
I've
south.
just recently returned to this realm.
Aha.
Fair enough.
Gray and Grim, you're here.
Unfortunately.
I have to tell you, my daughter just got her new professors at college, and one of them, she said he's a little wacky. He wears a trench coat and a big hat with a feather in it. I thought, is Velvaro teaching English now in Philadelphia? Because as soon as she said hat with a feather in it, I said, what?
That's awesome.
Okay, now I have to remember where I have the Giants. If I have the Giants on this map or if I have them on another. I think I have them on another. I just have to remember where I put Dwarven Lands. There we go. I have too many things.
You say that like it's a good thing. It just means more things to slay.
Too much is always a DM's best friend when it comes to preparation.
Wait, say that again, Patrick. I'm
I
sorry.
say having too much is always it's a DM's friend in terms of
Oh, yeah.
preparation.
Because if you have too little,
Time runs out.
it's just taking a second to load. It's just a little slow loading here. Sorry.
So where is this tower then? I long to travel in it.
Have you
See my
never?
room?
Has Velvaro never traveled in it? He's traveled in it.
Yeah, I used to have a room there.
in the
Yeah.
tower. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, where did we leave that?
I think it was level 10.
I think
Does somebody have the park? Does somebody have the parking ticket? The slip?
I thought you usually kept track of it.
Darn it!
Lady Katrine will be quite angry if we lose that tower.
Oh, I'm sorry to say, Lady Katrine has left.
Well, she does that. She comes back. She leaves. I understand.
Oh,
She's busy.
she told us. She told us this time she would not return.
Was it something you said?
It was a whole it's not you, it's me kind of scenario.
Yeah. I just want to be friends.
I believe the term is friend zoned.
Friend
There we go. Dwarven Lance. There we go. We're there.
Whoa.
I can ping everybody.
I'm pretty sure we left it.
Did I ping it?
Left the tower somewhere south of the Dwarven lands, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's once you get back to the dwarves, you'll be good.
Yeah.
So
We still
you
have a ways
trudge
to
your way.
We had to go through.
You trudge
we
your
had to
way
go
through the.
swamp.
Oh yeah, there was the tunnel where the
Fire giants were hiding.
the fire giants and their remoras, if I'm pronouncing it right.
I think so.
But I'm going to hand wave a little bit of the journey, if that's all right. So you trudge your way south through the snow, and I mean it's cold. I think you're in this port something in Canada. It feels like, or Montreal. You're not sure. Are you in Montreal, Matt? Is that right? Or are you Toronto?
I'm Toronto. Yeah.
You're Toronto. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Toronto. I haven't been to Montreal. And you trudge your way south. You go back through the tunnel where you see the remains of some of the foes who you've killed. In fact, I have to remember how if I peek over here. Yeah. And you see, even when you exit it, you see some of the ogres and their mammoth that you killed. So you had quite a slaughterhouse along the way here.
This carnage looks familiar.
Yep. Or at least of a familiar type.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yep. And
Handiwork
when you're
with that.
greeted back there, you are greeted by one of the guardians of the gate. Corb was his name. Let me put him up there. Sounds like a good Klingon name.
Yeah.
Halt! He immediately says, "Who goes there, short people?"
I am Velvaro. I say that like
you
expecting
folks.
an answer.
We are the company.
He said,
I
"You have
know.
a couple
Did
of
we
new
call her-
people."
Did we call ourselves last time? I can't remember.
I don't think we ever named ourselves. No.
Do we ever we have a band name?
the shit.
I think Glaberus may have named us at some point. Yes.
Well,
So-
what have you come back for? He says.
Jump ahead.
Not very hospitable.
We've solved all your problems.
Well, I mean, in addition to, did Fresh send word of our deeds?
Who? A thrush? Did you say?
Fresh. Fresh was the giant that.
We've. Oh yeah.
Oh,
The
that's
petrified.
right. I'm sorry. I don't have his name there.
Oh yeah, I wrote it down.
Yes, who
sorry.
you unpetrified.
We
He said, yes,
unpetrified him.
I remember you folks. Yes, and you were going to do something for the fire giants for the king. He says, yes, you may come in, and he.
Oh, okay. Thank you. We'd like an audience with King Born.
But he definitely gives your companion a strange look, though.
Yeah, I'm
He
gonna.
said, do you have some kind?
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow in behind O. So again, if he tries to pull anything, he's gonna
He was
feel
with us
the.
before. He was with us when we were here last time. So I mean, I don't know why you're giving him the stink eye.
The O?
Oh,
No,
wasn't here? No.
No.
No, we rescued
Absolutely.
O.
No, absolutely. He was here last time. That's what I'm telling Corb.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay, I get you. In game, you're saying that. I got
we're
it.
terrible. We're terrible poker players.
Me with my 8 charisma.
I'm just gonna let Friar Time do all the talking.
Give me a D20. Give me a D20 roll, Friar Time. I'll see if he goes for it.
I doubt it.
You never know.
Sucker!
Oh, he says, yes, I did. He must have been one of you dwarfs. I remember that.
Yes.
We
A
all
lot of
look the
dwarfs
sa-
in your party. What,
Yeah, we all look the same to you guys. I
4
know.
of you. So he allows you into the city, and you are able to make your way, and you're escorted. You're not allowed free roam of the giant city here. And he escorts you to the throne room where you see King Barnek, and his daughter Aletha is there also attending to the affairs. And they both stand, these are giants. They both stand about 15, 20 feet tall. King Barnek is seated on the throne.
I take a knee.
Oh,
and
you've
keep my
returned.
hat.
What's that? You take your hat off and sweep it, or?
Yeah, and I take a knee, Your Majesty.
Oh, I understand. To go to the knee. Yep.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, you've returned." He says, "What are those fire giants?"
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I look at Friar Time.
I look at Friday Time too.
He's the unofficial spokesman tonight.
Well, I don't want to say anything that contradicts some malarkey he's going to make up. So
No. Sorry, I got a phone call in and my Bluetooth stopped working.
Oh.
What did I miss?
I
I think they took us in.
the king asked us
About the fire giants.
about the Friar Giants, and we're just kind of waiting. We're letting you run the show because
Oh, okay.
you
You're
seem
on a
to
roll.
have. You're
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
I'm on a roll. It was very difficult. We lost several weapons to the Remoras, the pets of the fire giants. But
Well, it's
we were
good if you got rid of that pestilence anyway. Go ahead.
yes. It looks like they were also in cahoots with some. I think were they ogres, or what were they? What were
Yeah,
the
it seemed like
things outside?
The fire giants had hired some ogres.
Yeah. And then we continued on to the cave. I guess it was the cave of the hooded mage, or the tomb of the hooded mage. And found one of your fellow giants had been petrified, and so we were able to release him. That was Bresh, and I hope Bresh made it back here safely and was able to convey some of our journey. And then we went in and we were able to defeat the Hungry Man, Thumor Ordos, who we believe has been behind all of this inciting turmoil between you and the Dwarven Kingdom, the Dwarven realm.
You have some proof of this. It's not some dwarven treachery, little dwarf. He says.
We do, and I motioned to Gronk to pull the head out, show him this vanquished enemy of the dwarves and the giants.
Oh yes, and Thumor's he's in the process of mounting it on a chain, kind of like a bit of bling, but he pulls it out, shows, and pulls himself up to his mightiest 3'6". Dun, 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 like a Lion King kind of moment.
Oh, disgusting. Oh, he says, put it away. Put it away.
Gronk puts it back in his.
Just because
field.
we're giants doesn't mean we're not civilized.
I don't know. I understand, but I know you are a man who appreciates evidence.
Oh, that is true. That's true. He says, well, for vanquishing the fire giants, I have something perhaps as a reward. I was thinking in case you returned. He says, now it's a little small for a giant, but it might be, perhaps one of you could use it. He said, now it's been enchanted, not strong enchantment, but perhaps still it'd be something, be a nice little reward, right?
We
Sure.
need no
Yeah.
reward for
Oh,
villain.
we would gladly accept any gift that your gracious majesty bestow upon us. I'm trying to step on Velvaro's.
Kicks in the shins.
Yeah,
He's too noble for his own good.
yeah. He's too noble for my good. That's right.
And he has a sword. And, would any of you be in need of a sword?
I think I just got elbowed in the head by Albion.
What type of sword is that?
He says, well, come and look at it. I have no need for it. It's a mere toothpick for me.
Albion goes to look at it. I want my foot sword back.
Yep, and it's a very nice, well-made long sword. It definitely has some engravings on it. Perhaps from the northern. Now, obviously, it wouldn't be giant with this size, but definitely from here in the northern realm, almost ruins. So perhaps somebody would need a replacement sword.
I wonder who that might be. Albion?
And Cassie.
Yeah.
And Cassie as well.
Well,
She has no
yes.
so- she has a
What
short
kind
sword.
of sword does Cassie have?
Glaber's his short sword right now.
Well, and
Let's see.
Glaber's isn't here, so he doesn't need that.
Anything specific about this sword?
Well, how do you mean specific, Terry? Sorry.
Like, is it like my +1 sword?
I would say I would put it down as a +1 on a character sheet if I were doing that.
We can inspect it later and see if it has any other.
Yes,
Yeah,
let's do that.
We'll test it later on a
It-
full.
It would be a little rude. It'd be a little rude to start casting like detect magic on it in front of the king.
Of course.
Yeah.
Albion sheaths the sword and just holds on to it for now.
And Rascalfoot kind of elbows him. Bow. You gotta bow. Bow to the king.
Don't step on my feet.
Say thanks, you ungrateful lummox.
I will smother you with my hat. Thank you, Your Grace.
He says, oh, you're welcome. I need somebody to take it off my hands.
I think highness is more appropriate.
Majesty.
As you can tell, I don't really deal with royalty very much.
Well, I
Well-
know, but you gotta suck up to the big guys. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and he also takes. What is that? Is this some kind of dwarf, floating dwarves? Is that what we're gonna have to deal with next? And he points at your prisoner.
This dwarf unfortunately was cursed. His feet have disappeared. So we're taking him back to a great mage to maybe help recover his feet.
Yeah, you,
Nice.
better give me a
Snickers.
you better give me a D20 roll on that, Rascalfoot.
Well,
Save versus
You got a better shot
BS.
than I do.
I like it.
my Christmas 13.
Yeah,
Good enough
he
for
says-
government work.
He's not sure about that, but he's not gonna press the matter. He doesn't care enough that much.
We're taking him with us.
Yes,
Good.
don't worry. We won't leave him in your court.
And he says, "Is there any other assistance we can be? We don't have any more magical weapons, but perhaps if there's something else myself or." He said, "My daughter can." He said, "I have some important business to attend to, especially if we're calling off this war." He said, "I'll leave you with my daughter Aletha. She can help provide anything you need." And he takes his leave.
Oh, thank you.
And I bow.
I say, it was a pleasure to meet you, King Breakaneck.
Is this? But I mean, I don't. Gronk doesn't interrupt, but like, also, weren't the giants kind of duking it out with the kingdom of Rothermeld, just south
Yeah.
of the giants?
That's why
That's
we
the
came
Dwarven
here.
Kingdom.
Oh,
Yes, that's why we tried to, we're so he's going to go try to call back his troops to not attack the dwarves, and then we're going to head to the dwarves and get them to
all right.
back
Okay.
off. So yeah,
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm with you.
no, you got it.
Awesome.
I don't need to bow that low because we're already I come up to his ankle already.
I just don't want to take a chance.
Okay. Was there anything you wanted from they wanted to ask Aletha for while we're here?
Well, perhaps if they could send a letter with us to the dwarves as a show of goodwill, to show, because if we show up at the dwarves and say, "Hey, the giants said they're calling off the troops," they're going to be like, "Yeah, right." So perhaps at least a letter of introduction or a letter of goodwill from them would go a long way with Queen Berna.
She says, "Certainly, I can provide you with that, and I can put a seal on it."
Excellent, thank you.
I bow to her and I say, "Dear lady, the light I see in your eyes, the sun, the moon, the stars are all corruption by comparison. And if you were to give me a lock of your hair, I would bow to your every desire." With a sweep of my hat, I say that last part.
Did you give me you knew I was going to ask for a roll.
Yeah. Oh, 3 out of 13.
She says, "Well, maybe just a small bit of the hair."
Ah,
So she gives you that as a souvenir.
I can mark it down. Great. Lock of giant hair.
From a giant princess.
Yeah, a lock.
Princess giant, not a giant princess, because that's a different thing altogether.
She is both. They're frost giants, right?
Yes, they're frost giants. So you have a lock of frost giant hair for whenever you see the need for such an item.
'Tis a favor of a lady.
I'm gonna ask Gronk because Gronk looks like he's pretty low on hit points. He looks pretty beat up, I should say, and I know I'm pretty beat up. Perhaps.
We probably would have healed.
Well,
I probably we can heal you up.
Well, I was just gonna say, how far is it to the Dwarven Kingdom? What time of day is it? Like, are we?
Rascalfoot's always on the lookout for some hospitality. So
Well, I've never had
the nicer things in life.
I've never had a giant,
Bubble bath.
lamb or something like that. Or no, I don't care about baths. I'm looking
A giant pint of beer. It could be like a
Exact-
giant, right?
It's like a hot tub.
A giant pipe of weed.
exactly. And I'm just saying, if it's getting near dusk, we've done a lot of fighting and
Yeah,
and all that stuff. I'm thinking maybe we should get a some hospitality.
Uh-oh. Sounds like there's trouble in the Giants' halls.
In any event,
It looks like it took us about 2 or 3 days to get to from the Dwarven the Dwarven city to the giant city, but we stopped at the hilltop or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if maybe, Lady Aletha would maybe consider giving, basically the heroes of this, mission a place to sleep, maybe dinner, while we heal up and rest and, go on to prevent a war. I'm just wondering.
Wait, now say that last little bit again, Rascal.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm just wondering if it would be out of. I'm sort of saying this to the group. Like, do you think we could maybe cage a night of hospitality out of these giants while we rest up? And if we're going to be on the road for 2 more days down to the dwarves, I wouldn't mind filling up my belly with a giant turkey leg, and I'm talking like a giant turkey leg and some, a keg of beer. I don't mind saving the world, but
on an empty stomach, that's just cruel.
yeah, I'm just, I wouldn't mind getting a little something out of this,
Okay, so she says, "Well, we could put you up for tonight, but we'll put you up in a little side house near the wall. I don't think you should necessarily be associated too much with the regular giants. You never know with our citizens; they might take it wrongly, especially since it looks like 4 of you are dwarves."
Oh, completely. I understand. Yes.
Plus, we don't want to twig the giants the fact that I'm carrying a mace specifically designed that they would take great offense at. It's +1 versus giants, so I'm trying to keep that little thing under wraps, right?
Oh, okay.
It's like
you have one of those.
It's like the giant smasher mace. It was like an orc mace or something. So they would really find it offensive. So I'm in for dinner, but a nice quiet room away from the giants would be great.
Yeah, with lots of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
And we can get healed up, and then we're ready for anything.
Early start.
Yes. Oh,
Not too
11
much
o'clock. 11 o'clock.
After second breakfast.
Yeah.
What? No, we'll have to eat our second breakfast on the road.
Oh, Friar Time. Friar Time, what's happened to you? You used to be such a, civilized halfling.
We're trying to prevent a war. Time is of the essence.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You have to have a strong hand with these regular halflings.
These rascal foot. Yes, I know.
Otherwise, they'll just spend all their days eating and drinking.
They'll run amok.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and then the rest of the time they'll just waste it.
Yeah, it'd be 2 weeks later, and they'll be like, "Haven't you guys left yet?" Oh, yeah.
We're just finishing this last pipe, and then
yeah.
We're like,
my favorite handkerchief.
Okay, so you have a nice, calm evening. The Great actually participates and partakes of some food, although you don't quite see where it goes inside of him, because he still doesn't show his face.
It doesn't spill at the bottom.
No, it's not like he's hollow.
I'm really watching him. This guy bugs me. Like, I want to figure out what he is. So I'm constantly keeping one eye on him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't trust him. Any guy that wears a hooded cloak and never shows his face, that's not good.
Okay. So the evening passes pretty pleasantly. Anything else you want to do while you're here? Or?
No.
Well, maybe just heal up.
Yeah. Like I got left. It may have even taken a day to get here, but Were we able to get here the same day, or was there a day in between?
I figure you're all healed up, I would say
Okay.
at this point.
That's what I thought
I
you
think-
said before.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the good friar would heal you up, and Gronk as well, since we have 2 clerics.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, between the 2 of us, we'll. It's like a regular mechanic shop, like a Jiffy Lube.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, you got new alternators, everything, whatever you need.
Yeah. Change the spark plugs.
Need a minute. Not right.
Okay, so then the next day you're going to head back for the to the Dwarven City,
Yes, please.
and Aletha comes to show you the way out. And she says, you know, my father is very grateful for your actions against the fire giant. It's tough for him to show it with dwarves and such, you know, with the tensions that run high here, but he is very grateful.
Well, thank you, milady, and thank you for your hospitality.
Corb just kind of grunts at you on the way out.
You shall forever be known as Halfling Friend.
Okay, so let's move you over to the Dwarven City.
What happened?
What's that again?
I was in the
moving,
middle of something.
yeah, I'm moving
That's okay.
everybody over, kind of hand waving the travel.
Turmeric.
That's a spice.
That's also the name of the guard. Turmeric.
Oh, turmeric. Not turmeric.
Depends on who says it.
There is that.
Alvaro will pronounce it turmeric, or possibly cumin.
Yeah, just like the automaton, I thought was autotom.
Auto Tom.
That was a great name. That was a
Yeah.
wonderful name.
That's what Velvar does, mispronounce like King Breakeneck. And along the way, I tell them about the evils of actors, how they can't be trusted.
Because they pretend to be
Sure.
somebody else.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you make your way back to the Dwarven City, Rothermeld. That's the kind of the kingdom and the city as well. And Turmeric sees you and he says, "Oh, you've returned. Some strange company with you, though."
Ooh.
Yes, his name is Velvaro.
Thank you.
He wasn't so much the one I was worried about.
Oh,
Oh,
Or am I wrong? Should I be worried about him?
Only if you are a villain, then fear.
oh, you mean oh, oh, he's okay.
and I mean Gronk tries to say to Tormeric, like, always our traveling companion and helped us in our valiant quest, which we want to come and tell the king about.
Oh, you mean Queen Berna?
Right. Yeah, sorry. Yes, we're in the kingdom of Rothermeld. Yes, not the kingdom. My bad.
It's hard to tell. It's the
No,
beard.
I know.
It's the
Wow,
beard.
that's all right. I'm gonna assume.
Right.
I know with those beards, you can't really tell the difference.
Yeah.
Well, Berna doesn't have a beard. Too bad Kathy's not here. Kathy used to play Berna, for those of you who are newer comers. So, of course, you're admitted to Queen Berna, and she has her librarian, Stroverlin, with her. Oh, greetings, fellow dwarves and your companions. And of course, she looks at the great, strange one with you. I encountered plenty of strange ones in my travels.
I take a knee and sweep the hat like before.
Are you going to be
Okay.
collecting? Are you going to be collecting hair here as well?
She did not offer a boon.
Oh, okay.
That would be hitting on a lady if I did that.
And she says, well, what news do you have? Do we need to prepare for war with the giants?
No, we have found the culprit and have defeated him. Gronk here has the evidence of this beastly creature, Thumor Odos, who has been terrorizing dwarves for a very long time. They killed most of his family, but we have vanquished him. And also, we stopped at the giants realm as well and spoke with King Bornek, and he is in the process of settling his troops down. And I present you a letter from his daughter Aletha.
Okay, and she takes all that and she confers with Stroverlin to make sure it seems realistic. And you have other proof, you said? Did you show her the head? I don't remember.
Well,
No,
I
yeah.
pointed to Gronk.
Oh yeah, so Gronk comes forward and bows and says, Queen Berna, please prepare to avert your majestic gaze from this unsightly monstrosity that I'm about to show you. And I pull the head out and bow.
Mm-hmm.
Behold. And then I put it away.
Okay. And she says, well, nasty stuff. She said, but I saw worse when I was an adventurer. She said, Stroverlin, this is good news. Have them bring in beer for all of us.
Yes.
Lots of ale.
That's
And
what I'm talking.
And I nudged Gronk. I'm like, yeah, they know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Dwarven, little short person fist bump. Boom.
Yeah.
Claymore, now you know why we hastened through second breakfast. Because
Okay.
this is it. A dwarven feast is something you should not miss.
Well, and I say to Queen Berna, I said, Your Majesty, let me tell you, the dwarves are the most hospitable of people, especially compared to giants.
She said, well, that's not saying much compared to giants.
Wow.
She laughs. And you notice that her beer stein never seems to be empty, even though it never gets refilled.
Oh,
Magic.
temptation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't do it. Nathan.
Rascalfoot sits on his hands.
Ooh.
She says, is there anything I can reward you with for your troubles?
Well, Rascalfoot says we did lose quite a few weapons and powerful magical items as we were fighting the giants. I think they're called remores. They were terrible things.
We helped vanquish some fire giants from this realm.
Oh yes.
Oh, good. They're even worse than.
Yes, King Bornek told us about them, and so we vanquished the fire giants and their pets.
She said, well, what sort of things did you lose? I have a little something you might be able to use, but you first. What items do you need? Try to remember if anybody lost anything that hasn't been replaced yet.
Cassie got a sword, but I don't think it's a magical sword. Or what was it? A magical sword?
Yes, it was.
Oh, from Nicolar?
Yes, it was extremely magical.
From the hooded mages.
That.
Pile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I too lost a sword.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I think everything got replaced then. But if there's something else somebody would like.
If you're so inclined, dear lady, the smallest lock of your hair would be an honor.
Oh dear.
Lecter.
It's like Sparrow all over again.
That's exactly how they start.
Roll for eye roll.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a 3.
Oh
She
no,
says,
no,
"What?"
that was the other roll. Oh, you wanted me to roll. That was
No,
that
go
was
ahead.
for the giant queen
Got you. Well, I'll give you a
10
roll.
out of 13.
She said, "Well, I was always more one of the guys back when the days of Corlew and Brother Cadfell, and but she grants your wish."
Royalty, 2 locks of royal hair.
And she says, I have this odd item that I picked up a long time ago, and I just don't need it any longer as a queen. And although I love it dearly, I hate to see it wasted. I just think as adventurers, you might be able to make use of this somehow. She says, "Stroverlin, bring out the box."
Ooh,
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I think I
That's a good Brad Pitt, man. That's a good Brad Pitt.
What's in the
Did Brad
box?
Pitt say that in a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, 7.
The end of 7. Yeah.
Okay.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
This is off topic, but he's a scream in the movie Burn After Reading, if you haven't seen that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
great. Yeah.
That's because he plays like such a dumb character. Yeah, he and George Clooney too was it's not a good family film, but it's a scream. Not one to show at school like the day before a holiday, Shannon.
No,
Just
okay,
so
good to
you-
know.
Yeah. And she brings out this box, and inside is a small, maybe about a foot long, a little more than a foot long, mechanical contraption, a strange little animal.
a lobster.
Hmm?
And she says, it doesn't do much. She said, but it'll respond to like simple commands, to send it forward. It wouldn't really be useful as a weapon, but you might be able to use it somehow. Do you think?
I think we can. Oh, too bad Kathy's not here. She loved that lobster.
Yeah.
I think she loved it so much she never used it much.
No, we used it a couple of times, but then we
Yeah.
were worried it would get broken.
I always thought there were cases like where you could send it ahead to like check for landmines, sort of, or something. But
She would never do that.
yeah, in any event. So Baron says, it's hard for me to part with this. It's very hard for me to part with this, but I'd rather see it get some use and have the adventuring tradition continue.
A noble gesture. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Queen Berna.
So I don't know who's taking it under their wing.
Just to confirm, this is not food.
She says, no, and she taps on it. I mean, you can clearly see that it's made of bronze or brass or something.
Cool.
She says it's not horribly magical, but very, very simple commands it can follow. And she sits back and sips from her mug and tells you even more tales of her days of Corlew and Brother Cadfell.
We have met Corlew.
And she, go ahead.
We rescued
Yes.
him even.
Twice.
Oh, I'm sorry that I'm surprised that he needed rescuing.
Well, there was an unfortunate incident with a lich. And unfortunately, that the elf lost a few lives that day. So he's perhaps not as powerful as he was when you traveled with him, but he can still sling a spell or two.
And even the great Velvaro needs rescuing sometimes, so it's not his fault.
No, it's not.
She says, well, please give him my best and tell him he needs to, give him directions to come up here as soon as possible. Love to see him again.
We shall. I think. Did we left him at the in the Elven City, didn't we? Or did
We
we see
escorted
it?
him
seen
there.
it.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
might have been in Adela last, but I'm not.
I know
Was
we
he?
escorted him somewhere, but I don't know which
Yeah.
order it happened in.
But he's further down. In our area, to the south and to the west.
She says, well, perhaps when you see him, tell him to make his way up here. I'd love to see him again. Never know when he'll turn up.
Yeah, very interesting.
fascinated with alchemy. So perhaps we can direct him in that way. All right. Anything else you want from the dwarves, or do while you're here?
Mm-mm.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Very generous.
Okay. So you pass a very fine evening or two here, and the world is your oyster. And with the traveling tower, everything is your oyster.
I long for the new quest.
So in the morning, prisoner O I don't say he presses, but he says, would you be able at least to take me home? I mean, even if you're not going to give me that cup, I would really like to go back to my companions.
I believe that is what we said we'd do, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We
perhaps-
wanted to address the dwarf giant conflict, and I think that's been resolved. So we would be happy to escort you home.
You're next on the list. Oh, great.
Do you still have your ticket? Because we're serving number 72 next.
No ticket.
Did we ever
Okay.
find out where his home is?
So you're going back to the.
Well, I don't know if we need to know. I guess we could go back to the tower and just try to see if the tower will take us there. If it's on this world, it should. If not, maybe we have to find some way to find a portal.
I really like this tower, and Gronk's been around the block a few blocks a few times, and so he just very quietly prepares himself to cast a hold person in case O decides to take our little castle for a spin or something kooky.
Like a joyride?
Like a joyride, yeah.
Well,
Like it.
great. We shall take you home then.
Yeah, I guess, and we can sort of find out whether or not, this is something that we can maybe meet his friends and see, are they worthy of the cup?
Sounds good.
Are they cup
like it.
worthy?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. And I don't actually have a card with something with the tower on it. That's what I'm kind of quick seeing if I have that here. Otherwise, I can take you back to another map, but that's always a hassle. That's my own fault. There's
Well,
the
just
tower. There it is.
curious, does Baroness still have the holster for the lobster?
Yes, she does.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll take that, and I'll keep the lobster with me.
Yes, so it's kind of like a sling that you can conveniently carry it with you.
Excellent.
So all
Yes,
card
and I'll-
digits.
You guys are probably wondering why I asked that question.
I don't wonder about anything anymore. I just kind of let it wash over me.
And I
with any
don't know
power-
what you're talking about anyway, Delvaro said.
I was sort of asking that out of character. But I mean, I will take the lobster.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. So you
Gronk likes to travel light, so that sounds good.
I already am light.
can you put an image in a handout?
And light in the darkness.
There we go. Give me just 1 second here. I'm just quick uploading something to try and make life easier. The magic of technology.
That's great.
Yeah, I made macros that generate an entire NPC. I don't know if I told you that before, from quirks to appearance to name.
Cool.
And a tavern, I did the same thing. Names it and the ambience and the type of food.
Cool.
I love Roll20.
Okay, so you're back at the traveling tower. Can you see it on your screen?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes.
So that's what I was. So if I was distracted for 2 or 3 minutes, that's what I was doing. That might actually make it easier. I won't have to go back to the role-playing map all the time. And it is still there waiting for you. It's locked. So you go in.
Home.
Nice to be. Oh, that's right. Velvara doesn't have a room anymore. So Aurelius would have taken it.
Who's been sleeping in my room?
And Albion just meanders around.
Okay. I don't know. Remember if Glaber's ever got a
No, he
ever
was
got
never
a
in the
room?
tower.
Oh,
I don't think
wasn't
he was
he?
ever in the tower.
Oh, please. If Albion doesn't have a room, Glaber sure as heck doesn't have a room.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
Take O'Great home.
Yeah, I want to see where this kooky guy lives.
All right, I look to the wizard. How does this work?
Well, Velvara would have been. It was in the tower.
Yeah, but he never knows about magic. He would look to Tolan or Sparrow when it came to magic. All he knows is rush in and fight.
Yeah. And tell him the truth.
No, that's not necessarily, but
Well,
Aurelius was bad for that way.
he's pretty truthful.
Yeah.
It's kind of awful.
In an ironic sort of way.
Yes. In an unintentional way.
Okay. So, what's your goal? What's your goal here? How are you going to try to get him home? You're going to try to sleep and think about his homeland, wherever that is.
If that's what Tolan says might work, I will follow it.
Yeah. Now, do we all have to sleep?
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know if anybody's ever tried to stay up and see Santa Claus, so to speak.
No, we never stayed up. I remember we never stayed up, all of us. So it was always we go to bed and wake up somewhere else.
yeah. I just.
Don't we have a book of maps
Well,
of other worlds? I think
You're
Tolan
at-
has.
you're asking.
Yes, he does.
Tol-
The book
I
from the
believe-
moon? When we went to the moon?
Yes. So it's somewhere in the tower's library. We have a book of other worlds, and also of this world. I'm sure we also have maps of this world. Maybe we could page through them and see if O knows where he, can point out where he lives, where he's from, and maybe we can figure out. Then from there we can figure out how to get there.
Sounds dull and dusty. I leave that to the scholars. I shall practice my sword skills. And my Velvara goes off.
There's a goat statue if you want to try practicing.
Yeah.
I remember we brought it in.
I'm gonna.
Only
I'm.
the barbarian never returned.
I'm just a little nervous about leaving this. I'm having problems sleeping. I guess we've slept with this guy around, so maybe if we just all sleep, we'll show up in his land. Maybe we're overthinking this.
I think we
Yeah.
are. He could have taken advantage by now.
Yeah. So that's fine if we can all get cuddly and have a snooze.
I prefer to sleep in my own bed, if you don't mind, Rascalfoot.
Okay, you're missing out though. I'm pretty cuddly.
I don't know. At 13 charisma.
It's only
Yeah, that's right.
okay. So O and Tolan confer, and they look through the book, and O has to keep bringing Tolan back to, they're actually searching to find a specific place and not to get off track. So finally, after, a lot longer than it really should be, Tolan says, yes, I think I have a pretty good idea in my head how we could get to his homeland from here.
We must act quick before he loses.
I'm not 100% sure whether it's also on our world or another world or a moon or something. He said, but I think we can get him there. He said, but a strange world. The books mention a very, very powerful, maybe a lich or an undead ruler in part of the world.
Oh.
And I hope we don't end up anywhere near that guy.
Cool.
Perhaps we could stop along the way and dispatch him.
Okay. So is that the plan then?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Indeed.
I follow the wise.
And you do still have that statue of Lady Katrine, but it no longer speaks to anybody.
Right.
Oh.
Paperweight.
Yes, at this point it's paperweight or decoration.
Please don't use it as a paperweight.
Yeah, it might be a little much for those who knew.
If you want to use a
Lady
paperweight,
Katrine.
there's a goat statue you can use for. Nobody's really attached to it.
And I see Sparrow
It'll
left
hold
his
on.
hat behind too when he went off somewhere.
Yeah, we have a lot of
Did he
Our-
stay with
our,
the elves?
storage in the basement.
No, he
seems-
died.
He died once. I think he did take off with the elves, though.
He
He
did.
met a lovely elf woman, I thought.
The princess girl.
Yeah.
Well, he met many lovely women that he wanted, but
Well,
He passed 3 charisma checks and decided he's going to spend the rest of his life with her.
yeah, he finally lucked out and thought, this is the best I'm ever going to do. So,
3 charisma checks, I'm all for it.
yeah.
he finally found one that couldn't get away.
Yeah. That fell for
Literally.
his BS.
Now he goes by Harvey Weinstein.
Nah, he's probably
Oh.
single, moping around in the
Oh,
city.
come
somewhere.
on. He wasn't that bad.
Who, Harvey?
No, Sparrow.
Oh, sorry.
I love Sparrow. He was great.
Jeez Louise, man. That was
Yeah,
He was.
He
was a
wasn't
good
Matt
guy.
Lauer or anything
Yeah.
with a secret button behind his desk.
Yeah.
How do you get away with that? I mean, people have to know, like they had to have electricians install that, and somebody had to sign the purchase orders.
Well, same way Bruce Wayne gets away with it when he built the Batcave.
My superpower is that I'm rich.
Totally the same thing.
something like that. I think Batman will be more beloved for generations, though, than Matt Lauer. In any event. So you go to sleep.
Yes.
Can we get there? I guess we can get there from here.
Yes, you
Yes.
can.
Well, then I bid you
Okay.
a good night. And I go to bed.
Okay.
And where am I?
Nobody think about anything.
That's easy for Gronk.
We gotta let O do this. So, Patrick, no Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Var just is thinking of glory. And that's it. So that won't hurt anything.
Dreaming of glory. How many hit points do these things have? Oh, all right, good. No, sorry, I got off track there.
That's a good way to get you to pucker up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I do the own neighbor.
All right, so let's see. Did I pay? I don't know if I pasted you guys. Yeah, there we
yeah,
go. There we go.
fingers
Pop it.
No, it's all black. I can't see anything.
Yeah, no, we're getting
Yeah.
there. I know.
To pay the tower's light bill.
I am sorry. I'm revealing the areas. There we go. There's a little bit, and then I'm going to ping everybody. Okay. You arrive, and outside, you get a smell, like a sulfurous smell coming in through the windows of the traveling tower.
Ugh.
Now, I have the lobster there, but I'm not going to. I'm just leaving him down below until you want him.
That's
Let me
okay.
Pull everybody up here.
Just like when I used to carry Fred around.
Yes.
Bring him out when I need him.
That looks scary. Oh, I like those watercolors.
Yep. And you see it bled a lot in the back. You see a huge mountain over here. Huge mountain. In fact, there even seems to be something carved on top of it, but from your angle, you can't make it out. It's probably more on the other side. And O says, oh, we must be at the back entrance. Oh, he must have gone here.
Who?
What?
My friend, he must have gone to confront the great enemy of this world.
The one who needed the Cup of Caladeus.
Oh, if he's been injured, he definitely would need it.
Well, lead the way then, oh great.
Now, you're kind of materialized, or have you gone out of the tower? I don't know if you've even gone out of the tower yet, or if you're just looking out the windows.
We're just looking out the window.
So
So
you
you're
see,
saying that there's a... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
that's right. You see a huge mountain, and maybe there's something flying around in the sky. They're a little bit far away, though. But between you and that mountain is a great river of lava. Maybe about 50 feet or so, 50, 60 feet across. Maybe
I
a
said,
little
oh.
deeper.
I said, oh great, you couldn't dream us across the lava?
Well, I didn't know we'd be coming here. I just said to come close to where my friend is, but maybe not in the middle of things, because he's always in the middle of some action, and I didn't want us to
I like him already.
get in trouble right away.
Okay.
So like I said, and there's flying around huge flock, and they're these strange bird-like creatures kind of all over the area. So they're not like in one clump.
I'm going to unsling my bow.
And some are farther away than others, so they're not necessarily, descending on you right at this second, but they're ready to when need be.
I'll go outside.
Is that an entrance to a cave?
And O says,
Yeah,
yes,
is
it's the back entrance. We've
Oh, okay.
but we don't that he may have gone in that way, or perhaps the tower brought us here as but rather than a frontal assault, which wouldn't be wise.
How far away are these birds?
Well, they don't really seem to care about the tower. They can get to you eventually, or pretty soon if they want. It'd be kind of like seeing something maybe a half mile away or so.
Oh, okay.
Within a quarter mile or so.
Okay. So no immediate threat, but we'll get ready to hightail it.
Yeah. Flying creatures and a river of lava. No big deal.
Yeah. All in a day's work.
Yeah. I thought this was going to be hard.
I'm going to
Is the lava, is it below the ground level? I mean, is it like there's a sheer cliff down to the lava, or is the lava at the same level as the ground?
There's a drop of maybe about 15 feet or so.
Okay.
Where the lava maybe even has melted away some of the rock there.
Oh, okay.
And well, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I wonder if Tolan can make another buttressed bridge.
Good idea.
Seemed to work well in the past. It may not last long with the lava, with the
Too
hot
bad
rock.
Gundahar isn't here to put on his big boy pants.
And stride
Hey, that would've
across it.
That would have been great with the giant.
Well,
That sounds good. I was thinking about my 6th level spell, Find the Path, but if we could just make a stone creation to get across, that'd be best.
Yeah, I think that's what Dave would choose to do for Tolan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a
But-
quick and permanent solution, so coming and
But-
going for us.
Are we going to get hit by those flying things before we make it to the cave entrance?
Let's find out.
There's only one way to find out.
Oh.
Velvaro steps out.
Yeah.
Says Gronk, the guy with the shortest legs. Let's go.
I did miss Velvaro's enthusiasm.
If not his caution
Yeah.
or lack of caution.
Caution. Huh.
Cautions for poppycocks and blue jays.
Right, that
Okay,
plane's
so
low.
so just tell me what you're doing and we'll see what happens.
We'll cross the bridge that Tolan makes.
How far, like, are the dimensions going to work okay?
Yeah, he can close the dragon one, so I would say.
Yeah, that was
Well,
And he spanned a gap before the same way recently.
yeah, but it depends on how wide. How wide is the gap there? At its smallest.
1 10 by 10 square section per caster level. So he has 14 10 by 10. If the span is more than 20 feet, the wall must be arched and buttresses,
Mm-hmm.
reducing the spell's area by half. So that still gives him, what's he, like 12th or 13th level? He can just barely make it. And with that lava, it might be, we'll have to see how long it lasts.
Okay, sounds good.
We're up for it.
Okay, so then that's what you're going to do. You're going to have Tolan cast Wall of Stone as the bridge.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I've got my bow out ready to if any of these creatures start to attack.
Gronk stretching it out. He's getting ready for a sprint.
If or when. Hold shift to snap to grid. I don't want to do that. Polygon line, maybe? I don't know. We'll try that.
You could just get a rock wall from the free tiles.
Maybe. Or see, yeah, maybe there's a bridge there or something. Let's see. Premium assets. No, I ain't got no. I don't need no premium assets. I don't. Unfortunately, there we go. This will work.
Yeah, perfect.
Psh. So he has made a sort of bridge. I wouldn't spend, but you see that it's, even some of the edges seem like a little bit melty, maybe. So you may not want to spend a lot of time. And he's come out of the traveling tower to do this, and it seems like the creatures are starting to notice.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
Avara was outside before anyway.
Okay.
Flying. Oh, yeah. So they definitely want some of Velvaro.
So I will cross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. I want to let me send the bridge to the back just so that if I put anybody on to, put yourself on there, Velvaro.
And I
say that again. I'm sorry.
Oh, Gronk definitely wants to be on the far side. He does not want to be trapped. So he's busting to get across that bridge.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Oh, so we can cross? Okay.
Well,
Right.
You can try.
wait, I just want to clear everything out. Don't get off the bridge just yet, Velvaro.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's all right. So those are the only two folks who've really stepped out to run into danger.
Well,
I'm-
Tolan's
oh,
out.
I'm coming out and I'm gonna sort of, like I said, I've got my bow and arrow out. I'm gonna sort of let these guys get across. And then if anybody attacks, I can shoot my bow.
How big are they, John, now that they're close?
They have a very large wingspan, maybe about 10 feet. You know, they're kind of almost like, well, in Earth terms, like a pterodactyl.
Yes.
And they start to swoop in. So if people want to roll for initiative, they are definitely interested in coming at you. So put your initiatives in, and
I'm in.
did anybody roll for Cassie?
I got a 4.
Is that for Cassie or for yourself?
That's for me. I'll roll for Cassie.
Okay.
She got to 1.
Okay, so Cassie's not going very fast.
No.
All right.
And that's what Tolan.
Did you put in what was Tolan?
4.
A 4?
Yeah, unless he has modifiers, but
Oh,
he's not
of
in the
fours.
turn order.
I had to put him in. Okay, add turn. There we go. Boy, there's a whole lot of us, man.
Can you put me and Cassie in?
Okay, well, Cassie's should be in. I need to put Albion in, right? No, you're there. I see you there, Albion, with a 3.
That's
No.
not me.
That's not
I
you.
don't
Okay,
see
That's your
either one of them.
creature.
wait. Who? Anybody, you didn't see Cassie either?
No, I
Yep.
see Albion now.
All right. Well, maybe it's like an old one, and I have to add it again.
I see Cassie. I see Albion.
There you go.
Is everybody else in or no?
Yes.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of 4s.
a lot of 4s.
A lot of 4s, but I have a 3. So you folks can decide. And anybody who wants to, or you want to do a roll off or whatever you want to do. Or
Oh, we just go in the order that they are.
Yeah,
that's
because it handles dice for you, which is nice.
Yeah, it doesn't say beauty before age.
All right, so everybody is kind of out. So these things are coming down your way. They're keeping back a little bit. And is Tolan out there in the midst of all this mess?
Yeah, because he casted the bridge, so he had to be out there.
He had to be out there.
Mhm.
And he says, and you hear prisoner, oh yeah,
Thanks for the heads up.
I think he was talking to them.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
all right, Rascalfoot, what would you like to do?
I go first, don't I?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Velvar. Well, we have the 5, right? Or no?
I have a
Rascal.
6.
He has a 6.
Velvar is
Right.
a 6. What does Rascalfoot have? An 8?
4.
4.
Oh, I'm looking at, I have old ones still up here.
Mhm.
So Valvaro has a 6. Fire Time has a 6.
No.
Nope, 4.
Fire Time has a 4 also.
Everybody has a 4 except the creatures and Cassie and me.
And Gronk I can take out of there. Tolan has a 4 also. Okay, I'm sorry. I there were still old ones. I guess I have to start cleaning out the turn order better. But in any event, Velvaro, you have a chance to jump into action here first, as you're
Okay.
wont to do.
Is he blocking my? I mean, this creature's already. I can't get off the bridge.
He's kind of like hovering in front of you, maybe about 8 or 10 feet in the air from you, snapping at his mouth. You see him like his chest is puffing, and you get the sulfur smell is pretty bad right in this area, especially since you're over the lava.
Yeah, and I get the sense that he'd probably be as heavy as a pterodactyl.
Yeah, he's pretty heavy.
Okay. All right. And if I could reach him, I will attack with him. I will attack him.
Well, like I said, he's in the air about 8 or 10 feet in front of you.
Okay. In that case, I take out my whip
Hmm.
and I will whip him. Try to snare him.
Go ahead.
Whip him. Whip him good.
25.
And did you do 1 damage on him?
Yeah, but my intent is to swing him into the lava if I can.
Okay. Well, you have him.
Yeah,
You have him this round. I think next round you'll have to see if you can swing him into the lava.
sounds good.
Okay. Does that seem reasonable?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, Friar time.
I'm going to head out onto the bridge and cast Protection from Evil, 10-foot radius.
Uh-huh. And who are you keeping close to?
Well, I'll try to keep close to, whoever's out here on the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. You get a +2 to AC and a +2 bonus on saves.
Yeah, saves.
A +2 bonus on saves.
Yes, I figured that might come in handy.
Yes. All right, Albion.
All right. Are any of them within sword range, or do I have to shoot them from here?
Like I said, they're keeping their distance a little bit. I wonder why.
Mm-hmm. All right, and I'm gonna shoot at the one that's right of Rascal Flute.
Uh-huh.
Flute. All right. Let's see. +9. So. 16, 17, and a natural one. Huzzah!
Okay. No, they don't hit because they're flying around and bobbing and weaving. They're pretty hard to hit. Not impossible.
I assume so.
They're not like those will-o'-the-wisps. Those were awful.
Yeah, those are terrible.
Oh my whip!
Did you notice that you took care of 2 magic users, but it was the floating balls of fluff
Yeah.
that we're gonna get you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those. Ugh.
Not to get off topic, but one time we had a they plowed through a dragon, but then these scarecrows almost ended the party.
That's hilarious.
Just the way the dice goes. All right, Gronk.
Well, they're not really close, and Gronk's not like a missile weapon guy, so he's just going to do a plain old bless spell,
Okay.
and that gives everyone within 50 feet of the Gronkster +1 on your attack rolls. And if there's any kind of magical fear or something going on, you get +1 saving throws and checks. So just +1 on attack.
Hey,
So if they
you
don't
go.
come close, no big deal.
Okay, Rascal Foot.
Well, I'm gonna say, since I've seen Velvaro, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna shoot some arrows.
Mm-hmm.
So how close are these guys?
Like
to
I said,
me?
they're within 20 feet, maybe.
Within 20?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna shoot my arrow.
And remember your +1 on your attack roll.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Look
No.
at that.
Sorry.
Well, I guess it would be 12.
Yeah, no, that's not going to work.
Okay.
All right, what do you want the tollster to do? Even he's not sleeping during this.
Do you guys think you would do magic missile right away, or try to go with something more powerful?
I would say magic missile. 'cause they're
Magic
flying.
missile, just to
Yeah.
sort of, yeah.
That's what I would think too. I don't know how many he has, but
Yeah.
Magic missile.
no, I mean I don't know how many spells he has, but I know that he always has a couple of magic missiles. So
The only thing
I think-
the only thing he's burned is a maximum of 5. I think he's level 13. So he would is he 13 now? I'm
But
going
he
to
got
be
his spells back anyway.
yeah, he should. The only thing he's cast is Wall of Stone.
right,
He's level 11, so he has 4 magic missiles.
Yep, it says 4 targets, 1d6
Okay.
+1 damage.
would he distribute or just send them all at one?
I don't know, roll 6 dice at it, because I can see him doing either.
Yeah, it just depends. If he knows that one will come close to hurting it, he might spread it out. But we don't know. We have no idea.
6. So that's a bad situation. Would he spread it out or would he go after one of them?
I
let's
think it's.
Mhm.
Would you not spread it out?
I vote spread out.
Yeah.
All right, spread out. He'll hit 4 different targets.
Okay. Somebody want to roll a 1d6 plus 1 for him?
Is somebody else doing it, or do you want me to do it?
Go ahead.
2.
Oh, there's it.
So 2 total. Oh, for that one. And how many does he get? 4. So
4 of them.
yeah.
All right, did 1.
Oh, you did okay. Didn't matter. We rolled the same.
That's the same.
So
I will try to post some pictures on Meetup, even though it has been wonky.
6, 8. 21 looks like he did.
Well, no, he hit 4 different targets. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. We voted on spreading it.
yeah. So
I'm going to
two-
figure he's.
Mhm.
I'm going to just go from the left there
Okay.
and take off some points here. So he does hit them, and you see them. They're a little bit disoriented, but it's not enough to scare them off, I don't think.
I think he would probably try to stay close to me,
Okay.
get the benefit of that protection.
All right. Their turn, right?
I guess.
So the ones who are close, some of the other ones stay a little bit further away. Even the one that's above you, Velvar, although he's straining and stretching at his thing. They each let out a screech, and you see coming from their beaks like this molten fire. So looks like everybody needs to give me a save versus dragon breath.
Uh-oh.
I forget what my cloak of fire protection does, John.
I think that's half damage and automatically, and then if you make your save, it's quarter damage.
Nice. And what was it? Dragon breath, you said?
Yeah, I'm just figure that's the closest thing.
+1, no. You had 11.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
Gronk made it, I think, 17, right? You roll over.
Yeah.
You roll over, yes,
Cool.
and don't forget you're getting a +2 to your roll
Oh, cool. Okay.
because of the protection from evil. So that'd probably be
Oh,
like
if it's +2, then I made it.
I would say probably everybody on the bridge. is
Yeah, I
probably
made
within
it.
the right range.
Woohoo! Thank goodness for the
Maybe
holy
Rascal.
power.
Rascal Foot too, because he's pretty close.
Are you taking pity on me, John? Because I would need a 6.
Crap. You said dragon breath?
Yes.
I failed.
I think we get +3 though because of Gronk's bless too.
Oh, do I get a? Plus for
No,
that?
sorry, guys. That's only against fear.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay. So I failed.
Okay. And then who still has to? Do we need Tolan, Albion, and Cassie? I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you roll Albion? I'll just quick roll for Tolan and Cassie. Cassie and Tolan, 12 and 16. I don't know. I gotta check their numbers. 12.
10.
Oh, Cassie just made it. Tolan made it
And,
pretty.
and they get the +2 as well. So,
Oh, okay. Yep, they both made it.
well, actually, no, they're not within 10 feet of me, so they
No.
probably or would they be?
Tolan would be.
Okay.
He made it well. Cassie made it just she exactly made it.
Okay.
All right. Which one am I rolling for again?
Dragon breath.
Yeah.
10. No.
Yeah, my saving throw is a 10, and I rolled a 10.
Oh, then you made it. So what that means is
Barely.
Yeah. so half damage. So Velvaro, he has spit at you, and this is like a more of a liquid fire, or like molten something or other. So you made your save, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means a quarter damage. Looks like 1 point.
Ah.
Gronk, let's see what happened with you.
I will make a pet of you yet.
So did you make your save, Gronk?
I did. I rolled 19.
So that would be 7 damage
Ooh.
as these things spit it out. Fire time, you made it?
No.
No. All right. So you take 10 damage. And it's like a burning on your exposed skin. It's horrible.
Oh,
Tolan takes
my hand
5.
goes-
How many hit points does Tolan have? Because he should be back up to normal. Let me see.
Oh, yeah,
38. I don't think I bumped him back up with David not being here. And then Rascalfoot, I don't remember if you made it.
Well, I rolled I got a 4, and you said I had a +2, so that gave me 6, and my saving throw is 6.
Okay,
So
so you just made it, so that's 6
Okay.
points of damage.
Okay.
And Albion did not make it, I don't think, right?
I made my save.
You made it, so that's 5.
Mm-hmm.
And Cassie barely made it. She takes 2, -2. And you hear fretting in the background. Oh, they must be lava dactyls, he says.
Now you
think?
tell us. Now you tell
Oh,
us.
I didn't know till they spit.
I'm gonna throw him in the lava.
I don't know if Cassie has a bow.
She does actually.
Oh, she does. Awesome.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, she's good with a
So
bow.
she's gonna shoot the one that tried to spit lava on her.
Good idea. So her ranged is +9 if somebody wants to roll for her.
Yep, I got it.
And these
And
things
she
have
has 3 attacks.
AC 18.
Yep, nope.
Oh,
It's pretty identical to my last set of
yeah, it
rolls.
must be the sulfur distressing her.
Or it could be the god that's controlling her is not a good roller.
Now, John, how does my 3 attacks work in this situation? I guess
that's-
one attack would be swinging this guy in, kind of like a grappling thing.
Yeah, all right, give another attack roll to see if you can control him and get him into the lava.
24. Another
All
point of
right.
damage.
You plunge him into the lava.
It's probably fire resistant.
And you pull out your whip at the last second. Indiana Jones would be proud.
And then I can move, or
Yep, you still have should still have your 2 attacks.
yeah. Anybody in range of melee range?
Now these other 2 are starting to come in closer. Still hovering because they like to. But if you want to try and whip another one or something,
Well, my whip's 10 feet. Are they reachable?
probably only the one who's closest to you, maybe.
Okay,
Yep.
I'll try that then. Come here, beastie. Ooh, a crit. I still only do 1 damage, so 2 points of damage.
2
Right.
points of damage. So do you want to? So now you have this thing, and are you trying to pull him into the lava as well?
Sure.
I'll give another roll.
15.
15. It's struggling. In fact, it's trying to pull you up into the air.
Ah,
But I'm not going to have it do it this round. I'll see if it does it on its next round or if it decides to spit at you.
and
But the other 2 are kind of they sense weakness and are coming in. Oh, and they see these little guys on the bridge. They're kind of interested in them. All right, fire time. Trying to get maybe everybody one more run, and then we'll call it.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Hammer,
Mm-hmm.
and with the range on that one, I should be able to hit this guy straight above me.
Sure.
14, probably not. That's definitely a miss.
Yeah, that one misses. But remember that you have your spiritual hammer rolling.
Yep.
And I'm making a note of what Tolan cast. All right, Albion.
Hey, they're still back a ways from me.
Well, there's that big rock there if you wanted to try and get up to their level or something.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try that.
All right. So that's your move action, and then you
And now
leaping at it or swinging at it your sword or
I'm gonna
bow.
swing at it with my sword.
Go ahead.
All right.
So you've gone up to meet it in melee.
Yep.
Yeah, 23 hits. Good.
nice. Oh,
Hey.
crit.
There's that.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
So give me damage on the first one, then do the second damage, and we'll double it.
All right.
So it'll be like 3 hits almost.
That's damage for the first roll,
8, okay.
and 16 total for the second one.
Oh. Okay, now I have to roll for him. Let's see. Morale is 2d6, right? Five. He is injured and starts to fly back. Does not seem to want to stay in the fight. I'll put the ones not in the fight with the Purple Mountain's Majesty here.
Nice. Took care of one.
Yep. Well, the morale roll did for you.
Yeah, thank goodness.
All right, Gronk.
So 2 down now. Yes.
Gronk. How many are there?
A lot.
A
2,
lot.
3, 4,
9.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With fire breath. But
Okay, well,
they're content to just spit at you.
yeah. So I'm
Also
going to cast
moving up this way.
another spell. Unfortunately, this isn't an area spell, guys. It's just on me. It's called Resist Fire.
Mhm.
I get plus B saves versus magical fire.
Okay.
And I swear next time I'm coming out guns a-blazing.
Now you also don't know whether it takes a round or two for them to replenish their fire breath.
True, I guess.
Just like because like dragons, it's like every other round or every third round or something. All right, Rascalfoot.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot some arrows, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try this again. Short bow. I'm gonna try and hit this guy here.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. You stink. Okay, he's putting that bow away and he's gonna pull out his sword and start running across the bridge.
Okay, so you've made your way to O's land, and you know that he has a powerful friend who may be in some trouble and is in somewhere inside that mountain. But there's some local denizens blocking your way, and they have this nasty like lava fire breath. And O seems very frightened of them too.
Yeah,
And you also
so.
You also haven't decided whether you're leaving the cup with O or not.
I'm starting to think he set us up.
Yeah.
Oh, too bad we left it in the tower.
What's that? The cup?
Yeah.
Well, that's up to you whether you want to bring it along or not. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna force that. All right. So,
It would be kind
Ooh.
of silly if
what are we doing next Thursday?
I'm available.
Let me just. I'm probably good too. Yep.
Yeah, I'm good.
Already booked you in.
Yep. Next Thursday's good.
Okay, that sounds good.
Awesome.
Now, I'll just let you know because some Thursdays I may have to pick up my daughter, but I should be back here. We usually start about 7:15, but make the call at 7, like, and chat and all that. But I'm saying if I'm not right here at 7, don't get panicky
Okay.
Okay.
because I have to
All right.
pick her up from practice, and kind of told her she got to tell the coach she got to get done at 6:45, but we'll see what happens.
got
so-
I've got a very important
yeah.
call to take.
Just fire
Yeah.
a car.
So well, she's only 14, so that's not legal.
Oh, Dad.
Yeah, I know it's too far for her to bike. It's not close. So but I should easily be able to make it. So I'm just saying that if you ever see me and I'm not on the call, I should be in.
Okay.
Yeah, because usually we get started around 7:15 till we have
No
our
worries.
social hour. That'll give David a few more minutes to nap. I'm stopping so he has to go first next time
Oh, good.
because Tolan will be out of sorts.
notice that.
All right. Well, take care, everybody. Have a good week.
Thanks
Thanks.
again.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right. Yeah, but I had a great time. Bye-bye.
See you guys
Bye-bye, all.
next week.
Bye bye.